Today on Fresno State Focus, buying a home as a college student might be easier than expected. We'll tell you how.
Plus, are you House Stark or Lannister? Game of Thrones returns this month. Meet a Fresno State superfan.
Need a place to study in comfort? We'll show you where you can go on campus. Fresno State Focus starts now. Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Adrian Levino.
And I'm Cedric Hood.
The Fresno State's free speech area is once again in the spotlight. Recently, a video surfaced on Twitter of a professor berating a group of students during a free speech event. A student says he was insulted by the Fresno State professor who told the student not to record him, saying that recording was, quote, illegal. That led to a free speech debate about whether it is okay to record a professor or any professor on the campus. President Castro sent an email out yesterday telling the students to walk away from the situation. He also said if anyone records professor in the classroom discussion without consent, that could be a violation of California law.
Have every right to do so, to be able to record. And that's when he came out and said that he asked provost and he asked student affairs, and they stated that it was illegal for me to record on campus.
What we were doing was against the law, and that we knew the Constitution as well as the law, which was ironic. So I just sat there and quoted California Penal Code 632 that he was wrong about.
President Castro sent an email yesterday telling students to walk away from the situation. He also said if anyone records professor in a classroom discussion without consent, that could be a violation of California law. Controversy over a popular song that has gone viral. Old Town Road just reached the top spot on the Hot 100 chart. The popular song is sung by Atlanta rapper who goes by Lil Nas X, who described the genre of his song as country trap. It got pulled, though, from the country chart, so we'll see where the horses in the back go on the charts.
The first ever photo image of a black hole is now out. What it looks like is a black hole in a fiery ring. But don't be alarmed, the black hole is 500 million miles away. The image was captured by a huge telescope, actually a collection of telescopes around the world. The black hole was found in the galaxy called M87. It is said to be larger than our entire solar system. A Fresno State fraternity is asking for your help. Over the weekend, someone stole the emblem from the Phi Omega Alpha booth. If you have any information regarding this theft, please give a call to the Fresno State Police Campus at 559-278-8400.
Some of the biggest parties in Fresno have one thing in common, or in this case, one person in common, Mike Oz. The Yahoo Sports writer helped create Fres-Yes, Tacos, Brews, and Jams, and Fresno Streets. Thanks again, Mike, for being here.
Happy to be here, Adrian.
So Fres-Yes, great event put on by you. I certainly had fun. How was that for you?
It was great. You know, we had 17,000 people. I think far surpassed what we were expecting, up from 13,000 people last year. And I think overall it was a great celebration of the many great things that Fresno has to offer.
Now, Tacos, Brews, and Jams coming up April 18th. What is the theme of that?
That one's just about tacos and beer and coming out and having a good time. Every month we have different taco trucks, different bands. So I just try to keep it fresh every time and introduce people to different taco trucks, different music, and of course the beer down at Tioga Square.
Now, are all ages welcome to this event?
All ages, so college students can come on out. You got to be 21 to drink beer, obviously. But we actually have a ton of kids that come out there. I bring out my kids sometimes. Dogs are welcome. So it's a really sort of, inclusive community event where anybody can come out and have a good time.
So now you're a creator of all these events too, but people might not know you have a series on Yahoo Sports called Old Baseball Cards.
Yeah, I'm a baseball writer. That's my main job. So I work at Yahoo Sports, but I live out here in Fresno and Clovis. And we do a show where we open old baseball cards. We just actually had our 100th episode with Pete Rose.
Congrats.
Thank you. We've had some really cool people on the show, A-Rod, George Brett, Randy Johnson. Last week we had Mike Trout.
That's awesome, right? We have baseball cards of ourselves too. I have a one from 1970s, and a style, the current cards. Then I have an opening day pack with Aaron Judge on it, former Diamond Dog. Which one do you want to open?
Let's do those Topps Heritage. I've never opened those before. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And I'll choose. Which one did you bring?
I brought some these are from 1989.
89.
So
okay.
Literally 30 years ago, and then these are from last year. I would do the 89s, man. Do the 89s.
I'm gonna do the 89s.
Do the 89s.
Let's see. Do you have a pack opening ritual that you do?
I don't. I just rip into them, and the only thing I like to do is make sure that all the cards are facing the same way.
All right. Let's check them out.
I got Rich Hill.
I got the Red Sox logo. Dan Plesac,
Oh, here's
MLB Network
there's
analyst.
your Fresno State, Aaron Judge.
Wow,
right there.
check that out. We didn't plan that at all. Former Diamond Dog, Aaron Judge. We'll have more on our Fresno State social pages on Fresno State Focus. On Twitter, Instagram. Thank you so much, Mike, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We've been talking with Yahoo Sports writer Mike Oz. You can watch his show, Old Baseball Cards, on Yahoo Sports, and the next Tahoe Brews and Jams on April 18th at Tega Sequoia Brewery across the street from Chancey Park in downtown Fresno. Thanks again, Mike.
Thank you.
The 8th and final season of Game of Thrones premieres this Sunday, and fans couldn't be more excited. I know I can't wait. Soon enough, fans will finally find out the ultimate fate of Jon Snow and who will claim the throne. The successful and epic fantasy will air April 14th at 9 p.m. on HBO.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the books and the series, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping this last season's really good. It does something old, but in a new way. People love fantasy, you know. Like a really funny thing I've heard people say is like it's so like Lord of the Rings, but like adult, you know, like there's obviously adult scenes, but like there's also violence and adult like themes. You don't really see people talk about the politics of ruling a country in Lord of the Rings. You do in Game of Thrones, and that's interesting to people.
Fans are buying merchandise, including t-shirts and cups, as well as getting their limited edition Game of Thrones Oreos to celebrate the season opener.
How old do you think you have to be when you buy your first home here at Fresno State? Fresno State students might not have to wait long if they learn from the money management team this month. All month, students can work on their financial well-being and get tips on how to reach their financial goals. This week's event will give tips on how to buy a home and will be held on the second floor of the library room 22006 from 12:30 to 1:30 this coming Thursday.
It's going to be about home buying. So for a lot of people out there, I know that we are all college students and we're going to be renting, but we are going to eventually want to buy a house, and we can make that possible.
If you would like more information on this event, you can visit their social media at Fresno State Money. Admission to these events are free, and there will be food as well.
Well, finding a place to study that fits your needs and comfort around campus can vary. Here are a few places and ideas to help you get in the zone for studying with finals just around the corner. Laptops and classwork are all that students will be focusing on with finals approaching. But where on campus is the best place to study? You can try the University Student Union, which features tables, desks, computers, printers, and food in the basement.
I personally prefer to study at the USU. It's less congested, I feel more comfortable, it's quieter, and I can just go downstairs and grab a snack whenever I feel like, if it's my study needs.
The key, Garcia says, is to show up ready to study and find a perfect seat to get down to business.
So here I am, I have all my study tools that I need. I'm dressed comfortably, and that's what helps me study, especially when I need to crunch in all this information.
A popular study spot on campus is the Henry Madden Library. There are a lot of tables, sofas, even private rooms for study groups. There are printers and laptops, and caffeine. A huge plus for people wanting to study in the library is the hours. Sunday through Thursday, the library is open till midnight.
I like to study at the library because I do get a lot of distractions at home. So I feel like the library is a place where I can come and it's not too loud and I can just find my focus and get my homework done.
Students like Jesus and Alexandria have similar ideas when it comes to getting in the study zone.
Dressing comfortably in the library is really important to me because whenever I'm at home, I like to feel like the same way I am at school, because in order to get things done, well, I don't want to be wearing heels and tight pants and things like that are uncomfortable to sit in. So whenever I'm doing my homework, I like to come back to the library and wear a sweater or shorts like that.
In addition to dressing super comfortable like I am, it's also a great idea to grab something from home, like a bottle of water, so that way you stay hydrated during your study session, or maybe some carrots or any type of vegetable, or possibly even a fruit.
Healthy snacks can keep you energized, and music or silence, depending on your preference, can get you in the zone so you can ace those finals. I asked a few students if studying at home was an option, and most students said no because there's too many distractions because of TV, family, and pets. What's your favorite place to study?
You know, honestly, it's here in the studio.
In the studio.
Yeah, when everyone's gone and lights are out, it's a nice quiet place.
No, I like to stay at home. All right, coming up on Fresno State Focus, a Fresno State artist is in the process of revamping the mural right outside the Phoebe Conley Art Gallery here on campus. We'll learn about what inspires him.
Plus, we'll take you behind the scenes of a big folk dancing festival coming to Fresno State. See how Fresno State's Mexican troupe is preparing.
Focus on weather, DeAndre Thomas.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
This is our Fresno State, forming relationships and learning experiences that last a lifetime, making friends who are like family, learning from professors who treat us like family, and earning a degree to make a better future for our family. Engaging our alumni generation by generation by generation. This is our Fresno State. Welcome to the family.
What's good, y'all? It's DeAndre with your weather here today. Looking right behind me right here, today is looking really clear. There's a little bit of wind, a little breeze, so you should be dressing warm today. Nationwide, we look here and we got some activity a little bit in the central area. It's just everything's moving up northeast a little bit. We're gonna go to the West Coast, but the West Coast looks a little clearer, just a little clearer down here. And we don't really got much going on this week, or today, but we got a lot of things coming, some good sun, some good weather coming here. As you can see currently, here are the weather for today. We got Stockton at 71, Merced at 72, Fresno, you're at 71 right now, you know, not the greatest weather, but it's something that we like. We don't want to be too hot, we don't want to be too cold, we want to be right at 71. And here goes your weather for tonight. And Modesto here is at 52, Merced at 47. Everything around here is around low 50s, high 40s, except for Shaver Lake. Shaver Lake's a little cold, so if you want to get your snowboarding in, go ahead and get yours. Air quality is looking pretty good for everyone. We should be able to breathe. All right, we're not going to die out here. We're good. And this is your 7-day forecast. Now, what's interesting about this is we got mostly sunny today, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you got some sun. So if you want to put on some shorts, go ahead. We haven't had shorts weather in a while. You want to hit a tank top, you know, get out in that bikini, get in the pool, I don't know, you know, get it going. All right, and I'm DeAndre Thomas, and that's your focus on the weather.
Dancing is a form of self-expression and oftentimes connects us to our roots. I had the chance to attend a dance rehearsal for el Festival de los Danzantes and see how all these hard work people put this show together.
Fresno State Mexican dance troupe Los Danzantes de Azatlan is working hard to prepare for an upcoming concert gala.
A yearly or annual festival that that we like to host here in Fresno State, bring people to the campus because it not only brings people here to learn about Mexican folk art dancing and the culture, but to give them a sense of what it's like to be on a college campus as well.
This two-day event showcases a variety of Mexican performances. Dance professionals from around the world come to this, all sharing something unique and getting a chance to learn something new.
One reason we started the Festival de los Danzantes is to provide that resource where we provide instructors from my dance program and instructors from Mexico to teach material to hopefully the local community groups that come. So the idea is, if you need material or you need training and technique, then you come here and you can take it back to your high school, to whatever your program is.
Los Danzantes de Azatlan was founded in 1970 by Professor Ernesto Martinez in the Department of Chicano and Latin American Studies. It is the only Mexican folkloric group where members can earn college credit.
We were the first ones to do that. Many universities still don't have that.
That is why students worked so hard to not only balance their academics, but to make time for these late-night dance rehearsals.
you know, because it's hard because we only practice twice a week, right? So we got to put in as much time as we can, and sometimes we'll have weekend rehearsals where we can, you know, have some extra practices, but, you know, it's crunch time. Favorite word right now, crunch time.
If you're interested in watching these vibrant performances, El Festival de los Danzantes will be on April 13th and 14th at the Satellite Student Union from 7 to 9 p.m. Back to you, Cedric.
It's rough being a celebrity, and today we'll learn all about it. We have a very special guest with us, Mr. Victor E. Bulldog, accompanied by his caregiver, Miss Jackie Glassner. How are you today, Jackie? Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
How's his day going so far today?
Good so far. He's just been hanging out at the Alumni House, which is where he spends all of his days. And tonight we have another event that we're going to at 6:30. So he does about 300 events a year, so he has a very busy schedule. Some days are slower than others, but yeah, he's always at the Alumni House during the day.
Awesome. Does he have a daily morning routine? I know you take care of him, so what's that like?
Well, his daily morning routine, I'm an early riser, so he gets up with me, and we get up about 4:30 or so, and then he eats breakfast. And usually then he promptly after that goes back to sleep. So he has some different, you know, medications that he takes for, like, bulldogs have sometimes skin and some food allergies and stuff. So he takes some medication for that. But yeah, he does that, and then he goes back to sleep, and then we get ready to go to work.
And I know that he's a pretty busy guy, so how does he stay in shape? Does he have anything that he does, any workouts?
Well, I mean, going all day long and doing the different things that he does, he's walked. I mean, he's walked every day. He doesn't do anything in particular, but we make sure that we really watch his food intake. You know, for those of us who also have to watch what we eat, that's very important for him as well. So we watch that very, very closely.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jackie. And if you'd like to keep up with Victor E., he's very active on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can follow him at Victor E. Bulldogs. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
Victory's pretty awesome, right? It's finally that time of year where we elect new ASI candidates for the upcoming school year. Connor Matson is live at the ASI office to give us a lowdown on voting. Connor, how do we vote here at Fresno State?
Hi guys, so I'm live here at the ASI in the USU, where elections are just like in the middle, in the midst. So right now, ASI elections started yesterday and they end tomorrow. So make sure to go out and vote. But we're gonna talk to someone who is going to tell you why it's important to go out and vote. And her name is Julie.
Hi, so I mean, for me, I would just say it's very important that students come out and vote because these are our students' representatives. They're the voices that push for change and progress on campus. So if you want them to push what you guys want, then that's why you should vote and just support them. And also as a cool incentive, if you come into our office and show that you voted, you can get a Rice Krispie treat.
A Rice Krispie treat. You heard it here. You can get a Rice Krispie treat. Even though it's a little small snack, that small snack will go a long way with that vote because every vote counts. That's all I have time for today. Now back to you, Cedric and Adrian in the studio.
Thank you, Connor. I can't wait to get that Rice Krispie treat. Some new artwork is being created right outside of the Phoebe Conley Art Gallery here on campus. DeAndre Thomas has the story all for us right now.
Danny DeMeza, an art major, he is working on a project that represents college students here at Fresno State.
The idea was inspired by some Haitian boys in the Dominican Republic that live in Batays.
He came about the design through a trip overseas.
These children in particular inspired me because when I was working on a mural over there, these kids were offering to help. And when I tried to pay them, they refused. They just wanted to be a part of the mural because that was enough for them.
In many ways, he finds college students and the Haitian boys the same. He says we all have things in common.
Many of us are lack of resources, have lack of resources. We come from really diverse backgrounds. Most of us not favorable to the college experience, especially the financial part. So what you see here is the walls being kind of broken through, the Haitian boys adapting with knowledge.
Like a college student does through our different classes. This mural means more to Danny than just some paint on a wall. He wants to send a message to all current and future Fresno State students.
What keeps me motivated is to be able to strive so others can kind of see, like, okay, if that person can do it, I can do it.
A message he hopes will last long after the paint fades or another student needs a canvas for an important message.
What matters is that I was here at this time and I created this and I inspired people while I was here, and that is enough for me.
Danny is working hard on this project and hopes to have this mural done before the semester is over. DeAndre Thomas, Fresno State Focus.
Is that on camera 1 or 2?
Okay. There will be a mural class coming soon to campus, so make sure your artists out there look for it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I got the bulldog spirit up in my head.
Up in my head.
Up in my head.
I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head. Up in my head to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Got that bulldog spirit. Deep in my heart. To stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes, down in my toes, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes, hey, down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head, deep in my heart, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit. All over me to stay. I got that bulldog spirit.
Deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart, deep in my heart, I've got that bulldog spirit.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
I truly feel the heartbeat of everyone who's invested in this place, and I know why we're here. To develop our young men into winners in every respect, as people of character and leaders of integrity. To demonstrate what it is to be a community working as one, respecting traditions and creating new ones. That's building something bigger than just a great football team. That's being a Bulldog.
Welcome to sports. I'm Rebecca Madison. Let's start off with Fresno State softball. The team is about to play Sac State. Game starts at 4:30. The Dogs were down to their last out on Sunday when Haley Galvin hit a 3-run to center field, leading her team to a 5-3 win in the series finale over UNLV on Sunday. There will be plenty of chances to watch the Dogs this week with a home series against Nevada starting on Friday as well. The Fresno State baseball team collected a season-high 17 hits last night in their 16-6 victory over the Cal Poly Mustangs. The Diamond Dogs started off a bit rocky, where the Mustangs pulled ahead with a home run. McCarthy Tatum did a little of everything, where he started at the third base, pitched 2 innings, and matched his career high with 3 hits. No big deal. Fresno State Bulldogs welcome the Air Force Falcons this Friday for a doubleheader, followed by 2 more doubleheaders on Saturday and Sunday. Now let's talk about football. Over the weekend, I got the chance to meet and interview Fresno State alumni Derek Carr, who, as most of us know, is the star quarterback for the Oakland Raiders. I asked him what advice he would give students, specifically seniors who are about to graduate, who still may feel a little lost and don't know what their purpose or next step in life is.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great question because I was there. You know, I knew when I was a little kid I was going to be a professional quarterback. And so I would tell them, my advice is to run after God with everything that they have. Because when you do that, and I've seen this play out in advice that I've given to people, when they do that and they begin to run, they don't have confusion anymore. Yeah. They don't have, they actually have discernment. They know right from wrong. They know that's not the right decision, I should do this one. And it's just amazing that I've seen play out in my own life when that happens. So I just say, as you run after him.
There's also been talk of the Raiders drafting a new and up-and-coming quarterback who could potentially replace Carr. Although I was told not to ask questions about the NFL, I did ask him what his mental process is with so many uncertainties in his profession.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially in football, right? The unknown is every day. Every time I put my cleats on, there's an unknown. I know what I'm called to do, and it's because of the purpose that I believe God has given me. If I didn't have that, every time I took the field, football would put me on this emotional roller coaster. Football does this, like our jobs do this, our lives do this all the time. People, relationships do this all the time. You have to have some kind of constant that you can always hold on to, even in the hardest times, even in a dry season. Until the rain shows up. Fresno knows a little bit about.
Turning to the court now, joining me is starting player of the men's basketball team, Sam Bittner. Thank you so much for joining us today. Well, first off, congratulations not only on your successful season, but also for your academic excellence off the court.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been tough, but thank you.
You're welcome. So Fresno State finished third in the Mountain West this season, where you actually started all 26 of the Bulldog games. What would you say was your favorite moment of this season?
Oh, it's hard to pin a favorite moment. Every day spending with the guys. This has been my favorite team since my time here at Fresno State, and we had a great chemistry and a great group of guys that I've come to love and call my brothers. So every day spending with them was my favorite moment.
It's Bulldog family.
Absolutely.
So, what hurt more, finding out San Diego got an invite to the NIT, even though Fresno State had a better record, or getting your first B last semester?
Oh, man. Oh, that's tough. I cried on both occasions, actually, but this probably the not getting into the NIT. That was probably the biggest blow. I've dreamt of playing in a postseason tournament all my life, and I was able to do that my freshman year and my sophomore year, and then I thought I could do it my senior year. So just not being able to accomplish my dream of leading a team to a postseason, that was a big blow.
Well, everyone knows you still had a very successful season, so regardless of the invite or not, we still think you guys did so well this season. So, thank you so much again for joining us. And now we are going to see what Adrian and Cedric have over there.
So the Fresno State fountain is now a part of another prank.
Well, the large fountain in front of the bookstore was found early this morning, full of bubbles. The fountain was drained, cleaned, and then filled back up earlier today. Some may see this as a harmless prank, but it is both time-consuming and a waste of university resources. The process of cleaning the fountain can take up to 6 hours and up to 8,000 gallons of water to refill.
You can take a bath in there.
Totally.
Isn't that crazy how that happens?
Yeah. How old do you think you'll be when you buy your first home?
I'm not sure.
That was the question early in the beginning of the show, but I do have a secret for you.
What is that?
So I am a Game of Thrones fan, and I did get the cookies. Do you want some?
Do you have to share with me after the show? So.
I totally will.
Look at that packaging. Look, you have the throne right there. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm more team Lannister. Actually, no. I think I'm team Jon Snow.
I need to catch up. My whole season's coming up. So, hey, in 2 weeks, join us back. Spring break this week. Gonna be fun to have a break, right?
Yes. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and use that Fresno State Focus hashtag. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks for joining us.